Right gang, welcome to another Autodesk Inventor video. What we're going to look at today is we're going to look at how to edit the title block. And as you remember from our classroom sessions, the title block is the table down in the bottom right hand corner. Although it can also be in different corners depending on what template you're using. Now this template is available on Canvas. So if you go into Canvas, you'll see there's a drawing file, VLE drawing template it's called, up the top there as you can see. VLE drawing template. You download that and then I'll already have this title block in here. Now what this video is going to do is going to show you how to edit an existing title block by putting the information into there. Okay, now I'm not going to run through all of the boxes. I'm just going to show you the technique, and then obviously it's the same process as we work our way through. Okay, so to start editing this title block, I'm going to come up to the Drawing Resource tab, which is on the browser bar, and you'll see here I've got one that says title block. I'm going to open that up by clicking the little plus sign, and then I've got ISO, which is a different title block that's currently not on that screen, but the one I'm looking for is what's called new title block. I'm going to right click on that and select edit. Okay, now you'll see the ribbon bar along the top change. There's a different set of commands on there. Okay, now if I hover over that text, you'll see what's on there. So if I wanted to change any of this, I simply double click on it. It opens up the text box, and then I can alter it. Okay, I can alter the size of it. I can alter the colour of it as well if I want to. Okay, so if you want to make things stand out a little bit more, you could do that. Now to actually insert some new text on there, we'll come up to this little command. It says text. If you hover over it, it tells you what it does, and I'm going to come on here. Okay, now I'm going to take the word orthographic in here. As you'll remember from our classroom sessions, that means 2D drawings. Okay, now I'm just going to press escape on my keyboard, and what that does is it allows me to left click and hold the mouse down, and then I can move that around to wherever I want. Alright, now if I realise at some point I've made a spelling mistake, I double click on it and then I can go back in and edit it. Now I'm going to leave drawing number in scale, because drawing numbers are going to get added up as you start producing different drawings of different products within the same file, and scale will change as well. So I'll show you in a different video on how to just insert that text on there. I'm going to do units. So what units am I using to measure? So commonly we use millimeters, so we can leave it as that. Again, if it's not quite in centre and you've got a bit of OCD about this stuff, a bit like me, you can just left click on it over on that. I'm going to put in the tolerance. Now tolerance is a sort of quite a wide topic, but for this product that we're doing here, we're going to have a linear tolerance of plus minus 0.1. okay, and then for angular I'm going to have plus minus 0.1. okay, now you'll notice here I've got little symbols, so I insert a symbol, I can drop that down, but the symbol that's already live is the degree symbol. Now I'm just going to click on there and then drop that down onto the next row, and then press OK. And the reason that I've dropped it down onto the next row is because obviously if that was all in one line it would go outside that box, and then you have to mess around with doing that kind of thing. I'm just going to again double click on that, and I'm going to centralise that text. And press OK, and then I'll move that in there like so. Alright, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to insert the drawing title. Now this will obviously depend on what package of drawings you're working on. I'm just going to put MMA for motor mount assembly. If you're working on some other drawing, it goes in there. Now I suggest you try and keep your title block as generic as possible. Okay, because as we add additional sheets to this, what you don't want to do is have to go in and keep changing the drawing title. So you want to sort of pick a generic name for that product that you're working on, and then obviously date, you can whatever date you're doing this job on there. Okay, so I go finish sketch, and then I save it, and then what that does is it puts that text that I've inserted there into the title block, so it can't move now, it's fixed. Okay, now that text in that title block will stay with me every time I add a new sheet. Alright, so I've added a new sheet, the title block's the same, I come back up here, add another sheet, the title block's the same. So that's why I'm saying to you is to just try and keep this title block as generic as possible. And things like draw a number, then obviously you can add that on a little bit later, simply by putting a little bit of text into the box. Alright. So depending on how many drawings you've got, you might have 1 of 3, 3 of 2 of 3, you might have 15 drawings. So you'd have to just add that text individually. Okay. So there we go. So that's how we put some text into a title block. Now, if I realise again, as I mentioned at some other point, I've made a mistake, I can come back up, edit, and then I'm back in there to mess around with. Okay. So hopefully this finds you in good health, and obviously, as always, if you get stuck, give me a shout, and I'll do my best to try and help you. Once again, all the best. Bye.